Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy for Thursday, November 11th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right. So let's see who needs to hear a message today. What's going on? What's happening? What do the cards have to say today? Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Sun, the Hangman, Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Temperance. That's kind of funny because as I was spreading the cards out, I was like, there's something that you're waiting to happen and that you need to have patience, and that when the time is right, things will just fall into place. And then, like, just don't worry about things that you can't control. Don't worry about things that are out of your control. And then the Temperance card was overall energy, which is about being patient and compromising and just so it could have to do with a relationship. It could be that you're waiting for a relationship to come in, because this line right here just caught my eye, which is about being patient and waiting and just being calm, and when the time is right, the relationship will come in, the connection will come in. When things are ready, when things fall in place, it will happen. With the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords, it's about you're worrying about something, but it's also, the Nine of Swords can be about you're worrying about things that are out of your control and things that you can't change. And you're putting undue stress on yourself. That this is just temporary. This, whatever you're waiting for, whatever this stress is, whatever this Four of Cups and Nine of Swords is for you. Sometimes when we're, if you're waiting for something to happen, sometimes it doesn't have to do with what's going on your end. It could be what's going on the other end. Things going on behind the scenes, things that are happening to that other energy that's coming in for you. This could also mean that you want to reevaluate a relationship, which is the Four of Cups, and maybe you're looking, you're like, I think I need to look at this relationship from a different point of view, from a different perspective. It could be a partnership. It could be, I feel like it could be a friendship. It could be any kind of relationship, a work relationship. All right, let's see. All right, we have Judgment card, which is an awakening. I almost feel like it was like, you know what, you come to the realization that, yeah, like, why am I worrying about things that I can't control? Why am I putting this undue stress upon myself? Why am I adding more stress to my life, worrying about these things that I can't control? Why am I letting this energy in my head? All right. There could be something that you need to let go of, but I almost feel like it's like a new perspective that you have on why am I worrying about this stuff that I can't control. We have the Sun card, and then we have the Devil card. Now, the Devil card can obviously represent Capricorn, and maybe it's a realization that you're in a toxic relationship, and maybe it's a realization that there are some negative energies that you are in. Maybe it's realizing that, that you are putting added stress to yourself by stressing about things that you can't control. For some reason, I'm thinking like, sometimes when we look at social media a lot, or we look at the news a lot, or we look at social media a lot, and we're in that sort of drama, that affects us, that kind of holds us back, that makes us worry about things or stress about things or get angry about things that really we can't control, there's really nothing that we can do about that, and that maybe that something that you're doing is doing something that's causing you undue stress. Yeah. There's something definitely that you need to look at from a different point of view, because it's not something that's good. And I feel like you have to see what the harm is that it's doing to you. I almost feel like it's something that you're doing to yourself. Now, this could also have to do with a toxic relationship, but I feel like it's something that you're doing to yourself, and it could be some energy that you're putting out because you're doing this to yourself. It's affecting your partnership with your partner, and you may not even realize it, because sometimes I feel like we need to look at the actions and the things that we do ourselves that we are putting out to other people. I feel like by you recognizing this and seeing this, that the relationship becomes better. And I feel like it's almost like you realize, okay, there's a different way I have to look at things. I feel like you need to be calmer, that you need to have I keep feeling like a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, a lot of, like, this card is standing out very, very strongly to me. It's almost like you're going from the Nine of Swords, looking at how this is affecting you, and then making those changes, and then it brings you calmness and makes you feel better. Hangman twice. There is something that you have to look at from a different perspective. You have to take a step back and you have to see what it is, how something is affecting you, and then how that thing is affecting you, and then how you are projecting your energy out. Again, Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords, Hangman, Hangman. Okay. Well, that's good. The Prince of Pentacles. I almost feel like the Prince of Pentacles is walking away from all of this mess right here. It's like, okay, I'm heading out this way. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for things to calm down. I'm ready to not be in this Tower energy, in this Nine of Swords energy. I feel really heavy. I feel like there's something very heavy going on here. But with the Hangman twice, I feel like that's take a step back and look at things around you that are affecting you, and look at how you are projecting to others. And then it's about coming up with that new perspective and that new formula so that you don't get caught in this energy. I almost feel like you're caught in a spider web and you don't even realize that you're caught in a spider web. I was just feeling that I should do these. Sometimes we're like, because we're in the middle of a situation that we don't even realize how it's affecting us, but when we step back and we step away, we're like, oh, wait a minute. This is what's going on. But you have to be at that point where you're willing to step back and take a look at things. And if you're not in that energy, like you know, you can't help someone who isn't in that energy to be helped. And are you in that energy to be helped? Are you in that energy for change? Are you in that energy to get away from this Nine of Swords and this Tower? Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Yes, most definitely. Time to look at a situation closer, to look how it's affecting you, and to look how you're affecting relationships. And I feel like that can be really eye-opening. But again, like I said, you have to be in that energy where you're willing to step back and look at those things. You know, if you're in the denial of, well, that's not me, like, what are you talking about? You know, I'm fine. You know, if you're in that energy, then you're not ready to accept this. But if you're in the energy like, yeah, like I feel like I'm stressed, I feel like I have a lot of anxiety, I feel like I'm worrying about things that I shouldn't have to worry about, and yeah, I've noticed that I've been snappy lately at other people. And looking at those things that you can do to make those changes, to not be in that energy. Obviously, that's something that's not going to happen overnight, but just recognizing it is the very first step to overcoming and letting go with the Death card, letting go of those things that are no longer useful to us that we're hanging on to, and ready for that transition and transformation. It's time for a deep dive to take a closer look. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.